Social Science, Grade 4, Block 25, Communication by Teacher Shikha. Children, what is an communication? The imparting or exchanging of any information within two people or more is communication. In this lesson, student will be able to identify different types of communication. Student can explain the importance of different types of communication. And also in addition, student can evaluate the role of different types of communication. Communication is very important part of our life. We communicate and exchange our requirements, our information, our needs, our help to each other by talking to the people who are close in our surrounding. Communication. Communication means sharing messages with people. Many years ago, people traveled on foot or by horseback to deliver messages. They also used pigeons to send messages by tying a note to the pigeon's neck or leg. Sometimes a person beat drums and read a loud message. Later, people started writing letters. Then came the newspaper, telephone, radio, and television, which made it simpler to send messages to many people at the same time. Different types of communication, the varieties of communication. Let's read. It is easy to share messages when we are near each other. What if the person lives far away from us? We can write letters, but that will take time to reach the person. We can talk to the person using a telephone. Mobile phones have made it easier to communicate with each other. We can use mobile phones anywhere and at any time. If we want to share a message with many people at the same time, we can print it in the newspaper. If the news is very important, we can share it through the radio or the television. Nowadays, we can also send messages through the internet. The newspaper. We are able to communicate with thousands of people through a newspaper. We get different kinds of news about the country, people, important events, sports, and many other things from a newspaper. We can print thousands of copies of newspaper at the same time for a large number of people. Like newspaper magazines also help to share ideas and news with others. However, a newspaper is only useful to people who can read. It also takes more time to print a newspaper and send to people. The radio. The radio is a useful way to share messages and news with many people at the same time. It runs on electricity or batteries. We can listen to programs in various languages. Nowadays, there are 24-hour radio channels which have many kinds of programs. A radio is a useful way to get news while we are traveling. Today, many cars and mobile phones have radios. The last point and very important point, the television and internet. The television is a way to communicate with many people at the same time. Unlike the radio or the newspaper, we can hear and see things on television. We can see many programs like cricket and football matches live on television. Even when we are far away from the places where the games are being played, we can share important news and information with a large number of people easily and quickly with the help of a television. Nowadays, we use the internet to get information about a lot of things. We can use the internet on a computer or a smartphone. We can see and hear different things and get news on the internet like we do on the television. We can also use emails to send messages using the internet. Hey children, isn't this lesson a very informative lesson? Yes, indeed. Children, did you know thousands of years ago, when there was no written script, people communicated with each other by drawing symbols and pictures? Wow! Children, all the main topics in this lesson of communication are being covered very nicely. There are many types of communication which have been discussed very nicely in this lesson. The newspaper, radio, television and internet. Hope it is clear to you now all the topics. Please read the chapter. We will discuss this lesson again in our online session. Have a great day ahead. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Thank you.